I love science, and so will you. We're going to tell you about this groundbreaking treatment. This is great. It's all about recovery from sports injuries, but it's a whole new ballgame. Platelet-rich plasma therapy. That's what it's called. Non-surgical technique. Uses your own blood, re-injected, and the possibilities are that this new remedy won't just shorten the length of recovery time for athletes, it may keep us from going under the knife. Take a look.
Play fake. Roethlisberger rolls first pass to Ward.
Hines Ward of the Pittsburgh Steelers looked great catching key passes in this year's Super Bowl, especially since many thought he was too hurt to play.
I injured it, and I thought there was no way I can play in this Super Bowl.
Just 2 weeks before, Ward had injured his knee badly. Fans and teammates feared he'd be out until next season.
And I asked Dr. Bradley, is there any possible way that I can get a chance to play in the Super Bowl? And that's when he told me about the new blood plasma platelet.
You know, to win 2 Super Bowls, man, it means so much to me personally.
Ward calls the treatment a miracle. Doctors call it platelet-rich plasma therapy. The procedure is actually very simple. A tube of blood is drawn from the patient, it's spun around in a centrifuge till it separates and the platelet layer is on top, and those platelets are then injected back into the patient's own tissue.
Those platelets then have growth factors, and those growth factors are what the body uses to heal tissue.
And it's not just for professional athletes. Dr. Brian Halpern has treated some 60 patients with the therapy, including golfing fan Barbara Sloan, who injured her elbow while golfing over the summer.
I was just in terrible pain. It was terrible.
So she came to see Dr. Halpern just 1 week ago.
I have to say, actually, it's way better than it was. Now I can, without hesitation, shake hands with a person and I don't wince. So I think it's working.
The potential is extremely exciting for us.
Dr. Andrew Feldman treats the New York Rangers hockey team, but also sees a lot of injuries due to weekend warriors, like me. And he thinks the platelet treatment could prolong my playing days.
He's the very typical guy who is a high-powered athlete who, his body's catching up with him. So this particular technique may be right for a guy like him.
I was a decent athlete in high school and in college, but all that bashing around is taking a toll in my later years. For example, this is my shoulder.
What you see here, which sticks out like a sore thumb, is this nice shoulder, and then all of a sudden, boom, this big white area that's lighting up like a Christmas tree right here. That is an arthritic area.
So these treatments might help me out too. One day soon.
The anecdotal stories are that things are getting better a lot more quickly because of this. And so that's a very positive sign.
In America, there may be sympathy for me and my arthritis, but not here, not in the form of one Samuel Champion.
It's not true.
Here's the good news, is that this therapy is basically safe because it's your own blood, so there's no real risks of allergies or anything like that, and much less expensive than surgery, but not proven yet.
But now, are we learning that a different way for us to heal? Is this new?
We are learning that often the body is best, and your own blood, your own healing properties may be best.
Phenomenal, my friend Chris. All right, thank you, sir.
Easy, my shoulder.